guys, how we doing, everybody? Here it's Matt Wosney here, MXPTV here, still around somewhat. Yeah, welcome here to another MXPTV live watch party. Help you get you through this quarantine fun stuff. Get ready to do a show some more videos for you tonight. Got a cool bunch of Loretta Lynn battle videos to show. So gathered up a lot of old Loretta Lynn videos. We're going back to about early as 2010 that I have. I started doing battle videos down at Loretta's. Loretta's for me has always been a very very interesting race for me and for a lot of people. Obviously, it's kind of where the amateurs that come up graduate to the pros. That's kind of their final race. That's kind of their graduation in a sense, going to races like that. It's a really cool time to for riders and families to get together, and it's always a great vacation spot for motocross, I think, but also it's just a great time for families to get around and do a lot of cool things. It's really awesome, and yeah, it's great. It's I've been going to Loretta's since, wow, I think it was 2004, maybe. I think it was the last time or the first year I ever went to Loretta's. I think it was 2004, where it was me and two buddies of mine. We actually drove down in my Ford Ranger. We packed up the Ranger. We had a pit bike, tent, clothes, whatever, and all that stuff. We went down to Loretta's. I was shooting races at the time. I started shooting in 2003, and 04 I was able to get a credential and stuff to go shoot there. I forgot. I think it was Moto East at the time. I think it was Moto East magazine at the time. Jason Fortney, shout out to him. He was definitely one of the guys early on with me, helping me with my shooting and stuff like that early on. Yeah, it was really cool, and be able to shoot it and all that stuff. But it was more fun than anything else. Actually, that might have been 2005. I don't know. 04, actually, I didn't get on the track in 04. I shot everything from behind the fence and stuff. And yeah, it was just a party week. It was just hanging out and experiencing a lot of cool stuff. We actually had a tent. If you've been to Loretta's before, my first place to stay at Loretta's was a it was we literally pitched a tent. We had a tent that's like, it was like a 3-room tent and stuff, and we had oh man, it was it was pretty impressive. I mean, we had pit bikes. We did laundry up in the hill, but on Stagecoach Hill, there's like this green, like, kind of hole. Like, no one really parks in this little hole. Like, it's a little, like, mini valley in a sense, and it's near the road and everything. And in this little gully, I guess you can say, right at the bottom was our tent up. We just parked there. Drove my Ranger right down down the bottom of it. We weren't stuck or anything, but we did that and stuff. It was really cool. But no, it was great. It was awesome. Yeah, and I shot photos like that. I remember we were riding pit bikes. We were riding. I mean, it was my first Reddit, so it was more fun than anything else. It wasn't much work. Obviously every year after that became work. I think the next year in 2005, I actually shot photos and video. I did video work too, actually, with Shift at the time. I was kind of my first gigs with kind of someone outside of media, really, with the company. So I was working with Shift at the time. I was shooting footage of Barsha, Spangler, and a couple other guys that were riding for Shift at the time at Loretta's, and I would do, I did one video from there. There's actually the video's lingering around on YouTube somewhere. It's an old Shift video from Loretta Lynn's, and if you find that, it's 2005. That was my first year covering Loretta's, basically. The video's all grainy and horrible. It was some QuickTime bit rate that I did not get right. Like, some real technical I didn't get right with the video, but that was early on. Then, learned on from there, but yeah, I'm pretty, Loretta's is always a really cool time, and I learned a lot from there, So in between these videos, I'm gonna go some little stories about Loretta's of what I've done there and hanged out, and I got some good stories for you guys. So we'll do that. But first off, we're gonna start off with I guess you guys like some two strokes. I've heard. I don't know. I've heard you guys like two strokes a lot. So we're gonna go into two-stroke videos, by the way. Heads up too. I don't know if you noticed the videos have been a little clear. I actually have my actual camera as the video feed. If my audio is a little off, my bad. But currently testing out this little camera setup right now, so my video should be a little clearer than my webcam off my MacBook. So that's the way I did my videos live streams earlier. So working out some kinks. Got some live stream gear still around, so be good. All right, so let's dive in. This is 2013. This might have been the first year of the two-stroke class at Loretta Lynn's. I think this is the first Moto 2, so I think it's the first ever two-stroke class moto at Loretta's, like when the two-stroke class became about. They used to have a four-stroke class back in the day, so that was a that was I think that was 2004. I think 2004, 2005 they had the four-stroke class. So But yeah, let's take a look at it. 2013 Loretta Lynn's two-stroke class, first moto.
like in Minnesota, it rains a lot, especially in the spring, so you get kind of used to mud riding, and this is really deep.
There you go, Jerry Robin taking the moto in there in the first 250, fourth two-stroke moto in the 2013 edition of Loretta Lynn's there. So that was very muddy moto, as you can see. It was pretty gnarly. Off the track shooting, it was pretty gnarly too. Usually at Loretta, when it's muddy like that, it's rough for everybody. It is the greatest equalizer, obviously, when racing, but as far as shooting it, you're stepping through that stuff, and the track is, the bulldozers are pushing that muck off the track, and guess where that's going to be put? Right where we're shooting at. So it's always tough for that one for sure. And I love shooting the res. Obviously, been there, done that a lot with there and stuff. And but the mud races are definitely always interesting because you never know what's going to happen. I mean, it's like any other race, but I think the res with much more pressure on the line, things like that, it makes it much more interesting to see what happens. So, all right, we're going to go on the next video. This will be 2014. This is Super Mini 2. First moto, so let's go check it out. go. That is that was in 2014, the Super Mini 2 class, the first moto. Austin Faulkner and Sean Cantrell dueling it out there. It was a great race right there between them two, and between them there was a bunch of laps there. They were just stuck with each other, just going through the motions, just trying to figure out what line stuff. And then Austin found that line, that sweeper, made that pass. There you go. So pretty impressive ride there from him. And then so we're off to the next video right now. This is 2014 Loretta Lynn's as well. This is a Super Mini class Moto number 2. I think this is Super Mini 1, I believe. I didn't get this labeled exactly right, but this probably has a little bit more Faulkner Cantrell in as well. But let's go check it out right now. 2014 Super Mini Moto number 2.
Delivers the number 1 plate. We've got the shield there. We'll hold both these up. There you go, guys. Awesome Faulkner, your champion. Under Armour Studio. All right, Wes, thanks a lot. We are, in fact, up here at the Under Armour Studios, calling the action here on Racer TV.
Yeah, that was actually Moto 3. My bad. I'm that a little wrong, but yeah, that's final moto. I believe that was a Super Mini 2 class in 2014. Faulkner holding off Cantrell right there, getting the win and stuff. So that was awesome. As you can see, the logo in these videos, a lot of had a sponsor for these videos, Nihilo Concepts, based out of Florida. Make sure you go check them out. They were a sponsor for the battle videos for, I don't know, 5-6 years, I think, down there and stuff. It was always like a, talking with the guys down there, I was always like, hey, you want to sponsor again? And they're like, let me know how much and we'll do it. So it was always they were always really cool with it. So make sure you go check them out whenever you can. But all that. So a lot of the Nihilo Concepts love to be here and happen tonight with a lot of Loretta Lynn's videos. So next moto we're going to look at is we're going to jump a year ahead to 2015. This is another Super Mini class. This is Super Mini 1. This is the final moto of Super Mini 1. I'm pretty sure if my labeling is right. I gotta fix this thing, but yeah, let's not dive into it. Super Mini 1, moto number 3 from 2015. Loretta Lynn's.
5 championships. Wow, he's running out of fingers, man. He's done with one hand. He's got 5 championships.
Present the number 1 plate and the Shield Trophy. He's your champion, Super Mini, Garrett Marchbanks.
There you go, Garrett Marchbanks taking the win in Super Mini 1 in 2015 at Loretta's. As you can see, him, Derek Drake, a couple other guys we're seeing now actually in the pros right now, so it's a cool look back, and that was definitely his last year on Super Mini, probably his last race ever on Super Mini, because Garrett is a big dude, so man-child as he is, so but yes, let's take a look at the next video. We're going to jump another year ahead. This is actually from my last year at Loretta's in 2016. This is the Open Pro Sport class final moto from Loretta Lynn's. Let's go check it out. that is the final moto of the Open Pro Sport class in 2015 at Loretta's. That is with Chase Sexton taking the title there. Sean Cantrell taking the moto win there. Some great racing right there, right off the start. Egan Maston with the whole shot, which you haven't heard much of him lately. But so you see these riders that pop up in these videos. Some of you you're seeing right now racing pro, and some of them you just not really seeing on the radar much as anymore. So, so it's really interesting to look back and see who's who's on them, who's the if shredded it then for sure. So now we're gonna go back. We're gonna go 9 years ago to 2011. This is the little compilation video. It's college boy class, schoolboy class, and 250B motos back in 2011. So this is kind of a mixture of a bunch of stuff. So let's go check it out right. There you go. That is the kind of just a hodgepodge, I guess, of races right there from Loretta Lynn's in 2011. College Boy, Schoolboy 2, 250B. Seen some familiar names in there as well. Justin Hill, Chase Owen in that last clip there. Joey Savanchi, Zach Bell. A lot of those cool times there for sure, you know. So we're gonna dive into the next one here. We're gonna stay in 2011. We're gonna look at the Super Mini class from 2011. So here we go. There you go. That is the Super Mini Motos from 2011, 9 years ago. And you see Absent Cirillo basically cleaning house there. Cooper Webb on the 150 doing battle there. And this is pretty much a Jordan Smith highlight reel from that year, from those motos. I mean, just hearing him on that RM, just screaming everywhere. So pretty cool, pretty interesting to see, and look back at it now. So now we're gonna go back a year earlier than that. We're gonna go back to my earliest video right now, 2010. This is 10 years ago. This was captured. This is just the top battles video. This is as we go early in the years, the more or less organized I was, I guess, in the way I put videos out. So later years, I was going by per moto, per class, and putting them up and everything. This is just top battles from that year. So from that week, I guess, there in 2010. So I did watch these a little bit. I did make them, so I should know them. But this is 10 years ago, so this is way off my radar sometimes. But we'll just find out, I guess. So all right, head it off. Here we go. 2010 top battles from Loretta Lynn's. Here we go.
And it looks like now Webb's starting to move away, but that's when he can start to relax. And that's when mistakes happen. It's not over yet. But Jason, he might be in the trees, but not out of the woods yet. That championship is on the line.
go. That is the top battles from 2010. Obviously, a lot of Adam Cincerello and Cooper Webb going at it. Those were awesome days to watch there for sure. Those were some great battles to watch. I mean, it's crazy, that Ten Commandments section, they were battling there, and, Webb's falling AC, and then Webb just knifes the front wheel, flips over, down, gets back up, keeps going. And then was the next lap later, whatever it is, a couple laps later, whatever it was, Adam stalls in the pretty much on a similar spot of the Ten Commandments as it was, and he ended up, threw his hands up in the air like this, just like, what the hell, and all that. And it was pretty impressive to see that go down and stuff. And I mean, that's one of those classic battles from early on, and to see the careers right now where they're battling for 450 championships right now, and it's pretty cool to see that. All right, we're gonna jump ahead a few more years. We're gonna go to 2014. This is the second moto of 250A. So let's go check it out. There you go, RJ Hampshire taking the win there in the second moto of 250A in 2014, which I believe he ended up winning the Horizon Award for that year. So some great battles in there going on. Jordan Smith there riding injured as well, so some great racing there. So we're gonna finish this off. We're gonna do one more. We're gonna actually show the third moto, the third final moto of that 250A class. Great battle between Rensland, Hampshire, Plessinger, just some great battles. So we're gonna leave it off with that. We're doing a little live parts probably down the road and stuff, but yeah, thank you guys for tuning in and everything. And if you're watching the replay or watching it live right now, appreciate you tuning in. And we'll get some more content to you right away. So we're gonna do some. I've actually been experimenting with some Skype calling stuff. We're gonna do some interviews and stuff eventually, I would hope. in the near future. So stay tuned for that. And it's all in the works right now. So we're gonna do a lot of cool things there. So and we're gonna do some, like I said, some interview stuff. We're gonna do some. Yeah, we're gonna try to do some cool stuff. So we're gonna do that. So, but stay tuned for that. Stay tuned to your, my social spots at Facebook and Instagram as well at MXPTV. Make sure you hang out over there. At Wazballs on Twitter as well. It's my Twitter account there, so you want to follow me there. Check out what's going on, and then we'll go from there. So. Everyone, pretty much, make sure you guys stay safe. I know we're getting closer and closer to hopefully get back to some normalcy and getting out a little bit more. But like I said, appreciate you guys tuning in and everything. And then so we'll leave you off with the final moto of that 258 class from 2014. This is Hampshire versus Rensland versus Plessinger. Be a good race to finish this off. So thanks you guys for tuning in. And here's the last video for tonight.
to a good start, and that's where I've been struggling this all week. And, you know, hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah!
There's your Bell Helmet Home Shot Award. Let's hear it for Luke Renslin. Perfect record of 6-0. Your 250A champion. Welcome, RJ Hamtire. Chip Bigelow with the #1 place.